that we've had close to 5 cases in Ota in the last 1 week. Ordinarily, we expected a quick and swift response from the Ogun State government, but I think it took them some time before they could come out with any press statement, which was released about 72 hours ago, some few days ago. But beyond that, we expected that to be having some radio and let me say media jingles on what to do to prevent cholera outbreak. Beyond education and advocacy, enlightenment, we also expected them to take very proactive measures, which include but not limited to a very clean environment. It's also instructive for us to enlighten our the public about the need for hygiene, personal and environmental. Ota has not had it too good in terms of good sanitary conditions. The waste management system has not been up and running. We have refuse kept on the median of the road, on the express for days before they are cleared out. We have in the streets the PSP people who don't come in time. I was informed that we were informed that residents are not willing to pay for disposal of refuse and the rest. So we need to change our habits. Otherwise, we forbid that there is an outbreak of any epidemic, whatever it is, cholera or whatever. So we may not be able to contain it. It may be difficult to contain. So it's better to prevent than to attempt to cure. Residents of Ota and environ actually work and run businesses in Lagos. So we have that migration on a minute per minute basis in and out of Ota, into Lagos and out. It's an interchangeable movement every minute. So be that as so, having established that, it's important to know that what is cholera itself. I mean, what is cholera? Simply put, it's an acute diarrhea that is caused by infection, bacterial infection, which is gotten usually from food and water, especially from infested food and water. The symptoms basically are vomiting that occurs. Instances can arise within a very short time, 30 minutes to after infection, and to 5 days. So you have this diarrhea that usually runs almost uncontrollably, and within a very short time, the individual has lost so much fluid, and if not controlled and replenished, may lose his life or her life. And very common with children, especially under five. So we want to prevent such. So how does it really get transmitted? Usually the feces, the stool of an infected person, if it gets into any water or food or fruits, and you do not wash that fruit very well, or that water is not properly disinfected, then of course that person gets infested also. So, and that's how it is transferred. And if you know the way our markets, the way we sell our things, I mean, the fruits, the vegetables are basically like open spaces. So if we go and if you want to buy anything, this is the time for maize. If you want to buy maize, you see people touching the maize, touching it, and you are also picking. You that come to buy, you're also touching again. You didn't buy that one, you are picking another one.
Until the final person who will buy it does, and then that person is taking what several other people have touched. So I understand is Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, so
Sorry, the network went off a little.
Yeah, so we understand you are trying to pin it on hygiene.
Yes.
And then we want to know basically what people should do. And what can you educate us a little further? This cholera we're talking about, does it have a specific treatment in case anybody sees the symptoms, and what should they do? Or does it go on its own after a while?
Let me say that it is your immune system is a factor here. Your
Okay.
immune system is a major factor. Few of us can be able to cope for a while. But if you see that you are vomiting and you are stooling at the same time, 2, 3 times a day, it's important to seek medical attention immediately,
Okay.
because you may need to be rehydrated and in a hospital setting, and also be taken care of with antibiotics and co, so that it doesn't get out of hand before you get to the hospital. So, but how, especially for our children, I mean, the younger ones are more susceptible to cholera than adults. It's common with. Then we must also watch our environment. Crowded places of abode residents should take extra caution. Where we fetch our water, the kind of water we used to wash for cook, the kind of water we drink. At this time now, if possible, you boil your water thoroughly, allow it to cool, and also before you drink. Let's be careful with where we eat at this time. You know, things are so expensive now. People could be, I mean, some people could want to play a fast one on their customers, on how they put what they put together as food in some of these restaurants. So we have to be very careful how we eat and where we eat.